What is up, you degenerates? We're back once again for another episode. That's right. I told y'all, man. We're coming again with more free plays, more free picks tonight in the MLB. Right now, it's Wednesday night. So this is for Friday night. Send me all the Friday games. I'm going to run through them for y'all. There's already a video up for all the games on Thursday. Make sure you click and watch that on the page, guys. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button. Tomorrow, I'm doing all Saturday games. It'll either be out tomorrow or early Friday, one of the two. I am going to buy my car tomorrow, so I might be away and not able to do tomorrow's video. But look, I promise you guys, I'm not stoned right now. I'm just very tired. I just played like 10 games of basketball, but I still got to get this video up for y'all. And trust me, we already capped all these games, so ain't none of that shit matter. Make sure you're following on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram. All the links are down below. And make sure, guys, if y'all want the picks, the weekend pass is up for $20. I usually charge $35 for this weekend pass, or $30 for the weekend pass. It's on sale right now. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. We got a lot to break down here. First game up here on the slate. Let me hit the share my screen button with y'all right now. Here we go. All right, we got Army versus Tarleton State. This game, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I don't know too much about these two teams. Army lost a lot from last year. Tarleton's an FCS school. I'm going to stay away from this game, but yeah, I think this one's a total toss-up. Now, right here, we got Western Michigan versus Michigan. We got a MAC school catching a lot of points here. Total at 49. I would probably still lay him here with Michigan State. I think Aiden Childs is closer than a lot of other people, too, to putting it all together. A lot of people really highly down on him here. Western Michigan's not a great football team, man. I think Michigan State, Jonathan Smith, was a year zero year last year. I expect this year to be a lot stronger rebuild here. I think Michigan State's at least a bowl team here. So at this point, man, I got to take Michigan State minus 21 in this game or whatever. It's not an official play for me, but that would be my play in this game is just to lay him here. I'm going to buy on Aiden Childs this year. I mean, he was a high recruit. Next up, my alma mater, the Kennesaw State Owls, take on Wake Forest. Now, Kennesaw State has a first-year head coach. They lost a lot of production from last year's team. I mean, I think, guys, this team is downright terrible, man. It's going to be one of the worst teams in college football, in my opinion. Bottom 10 team for sure here. So, ultimately, when you look at this team, when you look at the way everything looks, man, I just don't see Kennesaw State coming out here and putting much up. Wake Forest, Jake Dickert comes in here from Washington State. He's more the defensive-minded coach, but they bring the offensive coordinator in here. Quarterback-wise, you got Robbie Ashford. I know y'all remember his name from Auburn. Not a great passer, but the key is here, the running back is going to be back in the room for Wake Forest. Wake Forest is going to run the ball all over them in this game with Claiborne. This dude is a stud. He ran for 1,000 yards for a terrible Wake Forest team last year. Wake Forest, not a team I'm buying by any means for the regular season, but in this spot, take Wake Forest, guys. Let's keep going here. We got App State versus Charlotte. I would lean with Charlotte here, catching the 5.5 points at the crib. This is not your typical App State team. Dowell Loggins comes in here at head coach. Not very high on him. He was the offensive coordinator last year at South Carolina. He's done not much with so much talent. Everywhere he goes, they kind of hate on him a little bit. At Arkansas, he's a terrible head coach. I think this was a horrible hire by App State, and I think they're going to end up paying for it in the future. So I'm pretty heavily against App State this upcoming season. I think this is going to be a bad football team. So ultimately, guys, with this game, I would take the Charlotte 49ers at home plus the 5.5 points in this game, but nothing for me in this game. Western Illinois versus Illinois, guys. This one's easy. Lay the 45.5 here with Illinois. You're probably like, TP3, what are you doing here? First of all, Luke Altmaier's back. Yes, you lost Zachary Franklin and the other wide receiving threats you had out on the perimeter. Sure, that part sucks, but this is still a really good Illinois squad, man. Illinois is ranked to start the season off. They're probably a top 25 team, in my opinion, to end the season. I think they're a little overrated, but I think they're top 25 team. Let's talk about Western Illinois. This team lost every game 2 years in a row. Last year, they won 3 games. But you know what happened? They played Indiana, and they lost 77-3. Indiana beat them 77-3, had 50 points at halftime. This team's garbage. This team's trash. I got to take Illinois here, minus 45.5 points. Illinois is going to house them here. Kansas versus Wagner. Kansas looked good in the first game of the season. I expect Kansas to go real vanilla here, not really run the quarterback much in this game. So they have a big game on deck as well. I believe they play Missouri next week. So I don't think they're going to show much. I think they're just going to try to get out of this game. I would look at under 56.5. I mean, Wagner's terrible, but I can only look towards the under here in this game, man. Full disclaimer, I do have a max play. I'll drop it for y'all for free as my free play. I like 4 to 5 plays on this Friday slate. This is a good slate. I really like these games. Georgia Tech, team I know pretty well. goes on the road here to take on Colorado Buffaloes. Look at Colorado. No Shedeur Sanders, no Travis Hunter. That's obvious. Jimmy Horn Jr. out the door. They replaced a lot of his team in the transfer portal. I don't know how good it is. A lot of distractions with Coach Prime, having to get his leg looked at. I'm not sure how how engaged this team was in the offseason. I don't think Caden Salter's any good, guys. Y'all have heard me talk about Conference USA extensively, watch a lot of Conference USA ball. He struggled last year against some of the worst teams in college football, man. I think he's kind of a bum. I think that Colorado is pretty overrated this year. There's a reason why Georgia Tech's favored here, but let's talk about Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, guys, is a team that I want to buy on. Georgia Tech has their offensive coordinator back, defensive coordinator back, Buster Faulkner's back there. Brent Key's been building something year in and year out here with this Georgia Tech team, and I think he keeps building on it here in this season. Haynes King, Jamal Haynes, remember them too. Quarterback on the ground. Eric Rivers comes over here as their top wide receiver from, I think, FAMU. He's from one of the Florida schools, either FAU or FAMU. Dude's a solid wide receiver that'll replace what they lost with Singleton hitting the portal to go to Auburn. I think Georgia Tech minus 4.5 wins this game by at least a touchdown. So Georgia Tech would be my play in this game. Auburn versus Baylor. This is a good one right here, guys. This will be my free play right here, max play. Give me Auburn minus 2.5. So look, I know people who are big-time boosters in the Auburn program. Auburn told all their boosters, don't give us any money for the season. It's a lost cause. We're going all in this year. What did Auburn do? Jackson Arnold in the portal. What did they do? Top portal player, wide receiver. Eric Singleton comes in from Georgia Tech. You still have Can Coleman, the best freshman wide receiver in the SEC last year. This team is loaded, guys. Baylor lost to an LSU team in a bowl game that didn't even want to be there last year. How's Baylor going to play against an Auburn team that's a chip on their shoulder and wants to get this win here? I'm buying Auburn. I think they have a shot to make the college football playoff. Rather than tying up my money long-term in them, though, I'm just going to hammer them in the first couple games this season. I'll take a minus 2.5 here. I really, guys, think Auburn opens up a can of whoop ass on Baylor. I like Auburn to win this game like 33 to like 22 or something like that, or like 23. I think Auburn wins by 10, and I think they score 30 plus in this game. So I love Auburn in this game. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if this one gets ugly. Baylor against an SEC team, I'm not buying it, man. That's a huge motivational edge here. Another spot, I want to buy low. I'm waiting on this one, man. I think this line is going to keep seeping down. We're at 9.5 now. It was 13.5 going the week. Look, I watched all of UNLV. I watched all the Western Kentucky games. So first of all, Sam Houston was terrible last week. They had a pick six. That was a lucky-ass pick six. And then the quarterback ran a touchdown on a broken play, and they got a field goal off a muffed punt. That's 17 points they shouldn't have had. I think Sam Houston's a horrible team. We're going to keep betting against them. And I think they get smoked here by UNLV. UNLV played like shit last week, but I just think there wasn't any sense of urgency whatsoever. Now this week, you go on the road against a Conference USA team, really gunning for you this week. I think Mullen has the boys ready to go. I think he was trying some things out. I think this is the game, man, where they go off. So I like the running Rebs here in this game. Give me UNLV minus 9.5. I think they smack here in this game. The last game of the day, we got Central Michigan versus San Jose State. I'd probably rock with San Jose State here minus the 13.5. I don't know what to expect here from Central Michigan. Like I said, I'm not a big MAC guy. San Jose State did lose some wide receivers and whatnot, but they still have their quarterback he get back. I like this. Maybe San Jose State was a system, man, because wide receiver, his name's leaving me right now. He's on the Falcons now. He's one of the best wide receivers in the nation last year. Didn't even get drafted. So I think that says a lot here. I think they get it done in this nightcap. But look, guys, that's all we got for the Friday night game. It's a really solid slate of games, in my opinion. I have 2 plays up right now in the VIP, probably going to have 4. So love where we're headed at, guys. Love what's shaping out for this college football season. Let's cash some more bets, guys, together. And like I said, get involved, man. Get in VIP. Let's fucking cash.